In the late 90s, Cartoon Network aired Dragon Ball Z every day after school.
All right, Boo, let's do it.
And I know this because to get from the Disney Channel to Nickelodeon, I had to flip past all the muscle screaming. These brief visions of shirtless temper tantrums and colorful pissing contests were all I knew about Goku or his balls. But for my boyfriend, Goku's balls were an obsession, which he documented on his GeoCities page, ssjgohansdragonballzwebsite.com. He says that watching DBZ as a 12-year-old during its North American debut was peak television, and that the titanic battle with Frieza culminating in Goku's ascension to Super Saiyan was life-changing.
12-year-old me was jumping off the couch. What? What? I was freaking out, dude. This was like the most important moment of my childhood. Mom, get in here!
Like
you gotta see this!
Care.
Take a picture of me in front of Super Saiyan Goku.
To his dismay, video games based on the franchise didn't get released in the West back then.
But this is America, I want it now!
So he raised money for international shipping by mowing lawns all summer, modded the PlayStation 1 using a spring to make it read Japanese discs, then proudly returned to middle school like,
Behold, my stuff.
By the time America did get flooded with Dragon Ball titles, he had sort of lost interest and never played the games or watched the show again, until now. Will Dragon Ball Z Kakarot combine the best of both mediums and reignite his weeby passion? Will his girlfriend enjoy all the muscle screaming? Find out next time on Girlfriend Reviews. I was just kidding. But this isn't a review of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. This is a review of what it's like to experience DBZ's story for the first time by watching someone play it in a video game. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Series creator Akira Toriyama has a distinct style that makes his designs some of the most easily recognizable in the world, and they're my favorite thing about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. This aesthetically faithful adaptation allowed me to admire the characters, landscapes, and even cinematography as the original artist intended, which is very much the opposite of Shrek Extra Large.
Ew, what the hell, dude? I doesn't look like Shrek at all.
Look how they mask with my boy.
I truly enjoyed the animations in this game, especially the ones they actually managed to finish before release day. A lot of the times the game basically says, and this is where I'd put a cutscene.
If I had one!
And even though most of the scenes were just static shots of characters talking, the lips were almost never synced.
That's enough chit-chat. They're here.
Wow, his mouth didn't move at all. And the dialogue was distractingly unpolished.
Bulma, let the others know what's going on, and then head back to Earth. Bulma, let the others know what's going on, then head back to Earth.
He just said that. I mean, what does Bandai's quality assurance guy do all day?
Really, what do I do here? I mean, I should have written it down. Quabity Ashwins. No, but I'm getting close.
Regardless of having less higher quality animations than I'd prefer, I still loved discovering each new piece of Toriyama's imagination. However, my appreciation for the fascinating and bizarre universe he drew is far greater than my appreciation for the story he penned. There's a formula to it all that becomes so blatantly repetitive, I started to wonder if Dragon Ball Z was actually a parody of anime. Uh-oh, there's another bad guy, and only Goku can defeat him. But Goku's gone! So the weaker fighters give it all they've got, and someone does an epic super move only to see the bad guy walk out of the smoke unharmed and say something like,
That kinda tickled.
now he's tired of these pathetic games and kills one of the lame characters like Mr. Mime or Homeless Goku. But oh no, not Gohan, get the f out of there, you stupid idiot! Hold up a minute. Goku's back and his power is inconceivable! So the bad guy reveals his true strength. Then Goku reveals his true strength too. And right when you think the good guys are gonna win, the bad guy says, this isn't even my final MacGuffin. And everyone waits politely for him to transform into a monster who is totally unstoppable. Until Goku changes his hairdo. The end. These back and forth rounds of power level ping pong are definitely a spectacle, but when every conflict lacks any meaningful resolution because
There's always a bigger fish.
and the bigger fish appear in sequential order from weakest to strongest, each arriving at the exact point in time that Goku has just enough midichlorians or whatever to win, the story arc becomes a story circle. And while Dragon Ball Z Kakarot goes around and around this loop, the gameplay goes absolutely nowhere, turning the experience of becoming Earth's greatest warrior into into a monotonously paced button masher. My boyfriend said it felt less like reliving the exciting adventure from his childhood and more like reliving the disappointment he felt after failing to summon a spirit bomb in the backyard.
What is he doing? I can't figure him out.
As a backseat gamer, the repetitive plot progressed by repetitive gameplay was nothing compared to the repetitive sound design. During the very first boss battle when Goku said,
It's my turn now! It's my turn now!
and Raditz said, like a couple of broken records, I was worried. But the cacophony of gratuitous audio bites that plagued the rest of the game were reprehensible. For example, while exploring the environment, each character has one line they repeat every 15 seconds.
I think I can handle this. I think I can handle this. I think I can handle this. I think I can handle this.
Dude, if he says that one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I think I can handle this.
You're good at it.
That combined with hearing the name of special attacks hundreds of times, and enemies who just won't shut the up, are the reason that every time this broke-ass game crashed, I acted like this.
No, it crashed again.
Oh, that's terrible.
You seem kind of psyched.
No, I'm bummed.
Oh, you guys, you might have a problem.
You know what that means? Temtem. In summary, Dragon Ball Z is a lovably preposterous world built by a manga artist who revels more in the pageantry of action than the poetry of drama. The eccentricity of his designs and palette of bold primary colors translate beautifully to modern video games. 8 seasons of repeating story beats do not. And where Dragon Ball Z Kakarot could have tried to solve that problem, it made the problem worse with unpolished cutscenes, stagnant combat, and irritating sound design. I do not recommend this game to anyone except the most loyal of Dragon Ball fans. Hell is repetition. Now my boyfriend's gonna go rebuild SSJ Gohan's Dragon Ball Z website.com with the help of Squarespace. Creating a website for your business with Squarespace is super duper easy. Using any of their beautiful templates, you'll soon be the owner of a website with full access to analytics like page views, traffic sources, and more. Want to make sure your business is being seen by the right people? Squarespace uses all the best practices for search engine optimization without needing any extra plugins. In addition to configuring third-party domains, customers can purchase domains directly from Squarespace. Create a powerful visual experience on your website using video backgrounds. Communicate with customers using Squarespace's integrated commenting system. Schedule posts in advance and enjoy all the extra time you have to spend on your business. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch your website, check out squarespace.com/girlfriendreviews for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.